Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I'm just kidding. Okay, today we are back on my FYP video on Facebook. Now, before we go ahead and get started, don't forget to like the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to share it, even if it's to make fun of my cringy content and commentary. What else? And don't forget to hit the notifications just in case you're bored and want to share a smoke with me, or just don't want to be alone. We can be here together. I like to say, because sometimes the end of my videos always cut off for some reason. So I don't even know what just happened.
She's a runner, she's a track star. She gon' run.
That got me off guard. I'm sorry. It's the song that went with it. Bro, tell me why I was... you know, there was one of Nicki Minaj's new songs where it says something about a U-turn. And I was literally making a U-turn doing DoorDash with my cousin. And she busted out the lyric at the same time as it was playing on the radio. And I'm just like, perfect timing, like literally as soon as I'm doing it. Of like, oh my god, my life has a soundtrack. It's always like that though. Okay,
a teacher asked her class of grade 3 kids to write letters to God, and it's mind-blowing and innocently funny. Dear God, did you mean for giraffe to look like that, or was it an accident? From Norma. Honestly, I've never thought about how
Norma,
a giraffe looks,
what
but
the
I mean,
fuck
you know,
question
that
going
neck,
through your
what
head?
that neck do? Dear God, I went to this wedding and they kissed right in church. Is that okay? From Neil. Well, maybe Neil will start a new trend of high-fiving. Dear God, thank you for the baby brother, but what I prayed for was a puppy. Joyce, listen. Joyce is trying to reach the
She's like, I appreciate the gesture, hey, but
Joyce, well,
I really wanted the puppy.
Dear God, if you give me a genie lamp like Aladdin, I will give you anything you want except my money or my chest.
Dang, okay.
Raphael don't play about his money or his chest set, okay? Checkmate. You can check yourself
okay,
at the
but
door,
not giving God, be like, hey, you give me this, I'll give you anything you want.
To love all of everybody in the whole world. There are only 4 people in our family, and I could never do it. Nan said, listen, I ain't got nan time for none of these people. It's the honesty for me. Dear God, how come you didn't invent any new animals lately? We still have just all the old ones. Listen, Johnny, I'm assuming, Johnny want to know y'all ain't got nothing in the back. Like, what's going on? Dear God,
okay,
is
but
Reverend Cole a friend of yours? Or do you just know him through business? Donnie wants to know what's going on, okay? How y'all associated? I just need to... Is he your friend for real? Listen, I'm here for it. Donnie, you probably gonna be real close to God because you're trying to figure out who know him for real.
I used to eat toilet paper when I was in elementary school.
Why? You ain't got no food?
Because I thought it tastes good.
Nasty bitch.
So singer Rihanna's promoting her shoe collab with Puma called Fenty. I'm gonna show you the weird commercial and
okay, these are all looking for.
In Indianapolis, an SUV approaches a red light at an intersection as a pedestrian enters the crosswalk.
A lot of people not using blinkers and just cutting in front of me. That's gonna give me every time. I swear I've seen this video like 5 times, different times, and it's just like every time because I forget what I'm watching. Every time I'm watching this, like does it cross my mind like it's the same video?
It is T-boned by a car.
But the guy's okay.
She steps off the elevator, she looks left, and then she turns right and walks that way. She turns right, she stumbles into the wall between the 2 elevators, and then she continues walking. As she walks down this long hallway, she is once again using the wall to brace herself, and she's going back and forth between the 2 walls, kind of like stumbling through the hallway. She walks by the bathrooms. The bathrooms are on her right. There's a staircase straight ahead. She walks towards the staircase and runs into the railing. She comes back out of that little area about 18 seconds later. She looks confused, like she doesn't know where she's going, and then she turns left again and heads down the hallway with the lower level bathrooms. This time she walks past the bathrooms and back down the long hallway she pretty much just came from. At 3:32 a.m., She is seen on surveillance footage walking through this kitchen.
Why is
She
the kitchen
walks
not, like,
back
locked
to
up or
another
anything? Just
area
anybody could
where
walk in
a
there?
walk-in freezer is located.
I
There's
bet they
no
started
camera
putting
or camera
barricades after
footage
this.
from this area.
'Cause this
But
was-
you can see
this
in the
was
footage
everywhere.
the shadow of a door being opened and then closed again a few seconds later. So Kanika Jenkins actually went back into this kitchen, opened the freezer door, and walked inside, possibly thinking it was just another door going someplace else. And the freezer door closed behind her, as these walk-in freezers are built
People
to
say
do.
that she was,
Once
like,
inside the
murdered.
freezer, it was completely dark. Now, where were Kanika's friends at this point? The friends who had left her in the hallway so they could go retrieve her keys and her cell phone from the party. Well, they were looking for her, of course, because they're her friends. Her friends are seen on surveillance of the hotel walking through the lobby at about 3:52 a.m. At this point, Kanika would have been in the freezer for about 20 minutes, and you can see that her friends are searching for her. They're kind of walking around aimlessly, just kind of looking because they don't know where she is. They're going like this to each other, you know, like, where is she? I can't find her. Kanika's friends call Teresa, and they ask
They never
Teresa,
show that
did
surveillance.
Kanika come home? Because we can't find her here at the hotel. Teresa's like, no, she's not here. At 4:20, they all sit in
This
the
is
lobby,
such a
probably
big
trying to
thing.
regroup and figure out what to do next. And at 4:22, they get up and they begin to search the hotel for Kanika again. At 5:05 a.m., parking lot surveillance footage captures the three girls running, not walking, running to Teresa Martin's car, Kanika's mother's car. And they get in the car.
Yeah, I
and they
told you
drive
there's
the car
always
back.
conspiracy theories on
What's up,
this.
everybody? All right, you guys, so before we get started, if you're not already following me, make sure you hit that follow button. And you guys, let's get into this very crazy story. On Friday, December 21st, family members of 18-year-old Savannah Soto grew worried when they couldn't get in contact with her. So Savannah Soto was overdue with her first child. So her mother ended up sending police
I was
over to...
watching car accidents. Wait, what?
The guy known for his insane stunts, climbing and taking selfies on top of buildings, towers, cranes, bridges, even Ferris wheels. The guy who could even do things like this has unfortunately died at the age of 30.
A daredevil has been killed after falling from the top of the 721 feet high skyscraper.
These are the final moments of the daredevil, Remy Lucidi, who started his breathtaking adventures back in 2016. He was only 23, but he always knew it was what he loved, the extreme. Spend more time chasing your dream. Soon you'll know what ended his life after years of doing these challenges, because it's crazy. Just like what he said in this post, life is insane. And in this, life is for living. Do crazy things that you will remember forever. He spent the last 7 years of his life exploring whatever he could climb. He traveled the world just to find more skyscrapers he wanted to climb. Through his posts, you can see how he wanted to inspire people. I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. He always believed that people with passion make the impossible happen, and that the distance between the reality and your dream is called action. Some of these posts, now that he's gone, sound different. Your comfort zone will kill you, and if you think adventure is dangerous, try routine. It is lethal. His passion ended his life at the age of 30.
Okay, but homeboy had a
On July
point.
16th, just last month,
it
and a
really
few
is.
days before his death, he said this: life is too short to chase unicorns. The next day, according to police reports, he checked
feel like
into a
that's the point of
hostel in
life.
Hong Kong, and a
To
week
chase
later, he
unicorns.
posted this beautiful photo of the city's night view. He didn't know that this would be his very last post. Because 3 days later, on July 27th, he attempted to do a stunt in Triguntan Tower, a residential building in Hong Kong. At around 6 p.m.,
of all the things,
he entered the building and told the security guard he would be visiting a friend on the 40th floor. But instead, he went all the way to the 49th floor, where he got out of the elevator and went to the stairways to go to the top floor of the building, the deadly floor, the 68th floor. Later on, the guard learned that Remy didn't know anyone at the floor 40. It was a lie. And around 7:30 p.m., Remy found himself trapped outside the penthouse. He saw a maid inside and he started knocking, asking for help. This was also the last time someone saw him alive.
Thought he was asking for help.
Because, unfortunately, it was too late. Remy, the daredevil, lost his balance and fell 721 feet down. I can't help but think about the insane fact that he's been doing this for the past 7 years of his life. And after just one mistake, one tiny mistake, he's gone. Just like that. How far did he go to reach his dreams? Because I know many people will say he just wasted his life. But at the same time, wouldn't you say that in his short, more fulfilling life than many others will live in their entire long lifetimes?
That is truly devastating. This shit right here, though, my pizza delivery was thrown straight in the trash. I can't believe she did that right on camera though, but I'm just like, wow. Look at the inside of the door. Let me see the comment. Did they say anything? What's this happening?
I'm making holy water.
Is that Selena's spooky boo?
You have to boil the hell out of it.
Fucking laugh gets me literally every single time.
No, but that was good.
Why did you knock on the fridge?
Because there could be a salad dressing.
I'm dead.
Adam.
What's up?
I'm afraid for the calendar.
Why?
Because its days are numbered.
Okay, these are some funny jokes, but
really good. Okay, great.
And then,
oh yeah, but where are the good ones?
I'm good.
Like the park.
All light.
What?
Excuse me. Real quick, blue is my favorite color. I would love to be.
Why would you do that? Huh? So guys, I see this on TikTok.
I was like, did I read that right?
That brought her dead toddler to daycare and acted like he was just sleeping. This cannot be real. But this post has 4.2 million likes, 200K shares. So something's up. This girl here, her name is Kyla, and she works at that daycare. Crazy. Now, a lot of people in the comments was like, how did this even happen? A lot of our daycares have a policy where the child has to be awake when they show up. I need the full story, and so does Coco. And shit, all of us on Facebook and YouTube. Yo, and YouTube. We're YouTubers now, bro. We're at 200K. Well, 196K.
Because everybody on Facebook,
guys,
too.
Kyla updated us with the full story.
Okay.
Anyways, here's the story of the woman that brought her child to daycare who was already dead. Okay, so there was this little boy. One day at the daycare, he got sick and threw up. So my director told his mama he can't come back unless you bring a doctor's note, stating that he's okay. So a few days go by, and it was made clear among the staff, don't let him come back because his mama didn't come up with a doctor's note. But after a few days, when the woman showed up to drop the baby off, the staff member that was there went on and let her, drop him off. And the mama says, I gave him some medicine. He's asleep right now, and he'll probably be asleep for a little while because I gave him some medicine. And it was like, oh, okay. But then she's like, can I lay him down because he's asleep? And she was like, sure. So she goes and she lays the baby down. And it just so happened that within 5 minutes of her dropping this baby off, my director calls to check in. And she's like, who's all there right now? And the staff member is naming off the kids, so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. And then when she gets to his name, my director's like, huh? What is he doing there? She was like, oh, yeah, he came to drop him off. She said he's doing fine, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I said don't let him come back until the mama gets a doctor's note. And so my director says, go and check him, And when she goes over there, she's like, he's not moving. So my director's like, turn him over. When she turns him over, he was already gone. And it was clear that he had been gone for hours.
How did the director suspect that? Is this like a common thing that I don't know about? People are dropping their babies off dead at the daycare?
He was, black.
Right, like, go check on the baby.
In a story like this, the woman didn't kill him.
Oh?
He had been sick his whole life, and he had water on his brain. Like, when the autopsy came back, it was natural causes. She had a history of mental illness, in which when she found him passed away, she just freaked out and still brought him in. So she didn't go to jail or anything like that. He passed of natural causes, and she just did the weirdest, craziest, most irrational thing that you could do.
That's so sad. I want to cry.
That's the story, y'all.
That is crazy. I would think that there would be some kind of crime for dropping off a dead baby in a daycare, but I don't know what kind of crime would that be. She had to have been like in shock. I don't know what would make her bring it to the daycare. She probably couldn't process the fact that he had passed away. That's heartbreaking. 187,000. God. It sounds like she's in traumatic shock. She must have dissociated, and her prefrontal cortex told her to just follow her normal routine.
Oh my God, that is...
Oh, she was in denial. That was her child. I know for a fact there's a person here that lost a child before, and I really cannot relate. I'm sorry. This is probably why the awake policy...
Can I help you? I need a dress for... I don't think you're in the right place. This dress is perfect. I'd like to try it on. I don't think that would fit you. And besides, it's very expensive.